She's all right, I'm afraid of
No,
the
I'm
water.
afraid you didn't know water.
You
She'll try
say,
too.
you say it is hard for you to believe. All I can say is that I agree. But of all the love stories this world has ever seen, there has never been a greater than how Jesus loved me.
Amen.
That's my testimony. Good. He found a blind beggar just like old Bartimaeus over on the road. As far as holy things of God was concerned, I was blind as a bat. And I had nothing. I thought I had the world by the tail. I'll tell you what, if you got Christ, you're a rich person.
Amen.
You don't have to have a lot of money to be rich. I've tried to teach my boys that all their lives. Money's got very little to do with being rich.
Yep.
This Bible tells us not to lay it up where the thieves can break through and get it. Lay it up in glory. Ain't nothing to bother it does. All right, I'm going to read to you a scripture here. Well, actually, the thought that was on my mind was the term, the day of the Lord. Now, you stay in Revelation, because I'm gonna go back to 2 Peter and read you something about the day of the Lord. Now, we think about when the Bible mentions the day of the Lord. Remember, he said it comes as a thief in the night. We get to thinking that is the rapture, and it does take in the rapture. But the day of the Lord, when spoken of in this Bible, is like we would talk today of the day of grace. It's not a 24-hour day, and it's not a one certain little time during that 24-hour day. It's not just one happening. We call this day, we live in the day of grace, and certainly it is. But the day of grace has lasted over 2,000 years already, and we don't have no idea how long it's going to last. We feel like and believe by looking at the way, at the things that God said to look for, we can tell it's close, but we don't know when it's going to happen. And Jesus said that they weren't going to let us know. God's not going to let us know because it's going to come upon this world as a thief in the night. That means it'll surprise this world. They will not be looking for it. But he said, you don't have to be surprised. When we see these things coming to pass, we can expect to get raptured out of here. That is not what he's talking about. It's going to surprise us. But he tells us to look for it every day. What he's talking about is stay close. Stay close. Stay in this book. Stay close. Don't wander away. Stay close. Listen, the only people that can sin, lost people's already in sin. The only people that can sin now is Christian folks, because lost people's already there in sin. I had a lady told me, talking about my brother, and my brother back then, for years, he's pretty wild. I guess some of us were. And he was, this woman down the store told me one time when my brother got sick and started having real bad medical problems, she said, how's Sonny doing? I said, he ain't doing too good. She said, I told him if he kept that up, he was going to go to hell. I said, well, lady, he's going to hell anyway if he don't get saved. It don't matter what else he does. Hell's still hell. So, but anyway, people's got that kind of an idea. You keep living like that, you're going to go to hell. If they don't trust Christ, they're going to go to hell. That same hell that the good people's going to is the same one Adolf Hitler's in right now. So, he's still going to be hated. Were they good, were they bad, good, bad, or ugly, is that the movie? It's still going to be bad. Well, anyway, they think, it's like saying Armageddon. You mention Armageddon to somebody and automatically they think the end of the world. this world's going to go on a very long time after Armageddon.
Yeah.
In fact, we don't know how long. We know it's going to be 1,000 years. It may be a lot more than that. But that's up to God too. Sometimes He lets us in on, and sometimes He keeps us safe. And I try not to I do speculate on them sometimes, but I try not to. God knows, this Bible says that some things people are willingly ignorant. And now I'm ignorant of a lot of things. Don't get me wrong. I don't know it all. I'm not Roger, buddy. I'm still learning. And if I live to be 100 and I'm still able to open this old toothless mouth, I'll still be a wonder. You know, I want to know, trying to learn. I'm not willfully ignorant of nothing, because I want to know. I want to know what God's going to do. And I want to talk to you a little bit this morning about some things that He's most certainly going to do. It's already down. He'd have to change this whole Bible if He don't do what He said He's going to do. Somebody told me somebody that feels like you can fall from grace, was wanting to argue a little bit one time. I said, son, I have already been saved. In the book of Revelation, I'm one of them coming back with Him. I'm riding on one of them horses. I'm coming back with Him. I said, this the whole Bible has to be changed if I get lost now.
Amen.
It's a done deal. Jesus is not a failure. He never failed. God never failed. So He didn't fail at Calvary. This Bible says He died for not my sins only, not the church's sins only, but for the sins of the whole world. Some poor old lady asked a preacher friend of mine one night after a meeting, said, preacher, tell me, he'd been bowing down on sin, I guess. Tell me, do you preach on all sin? He said, yeah. All yours and all mine. Preach on all sin. That was Billy Mitchell out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's one of the best things I believe I ever heard. Brother, that's one man I could listen to for an hour and never get bored of. He was good. Of course, you know, he preached some things I wouldn't agree with. He was hard on television, say it, when they first come out. Oh, man. It was a deadly sin. A few years later, some of them asked the preacher, did you ever get your television set? He said, I can't do it. I said too much again. His children wanted to watch TV, they had to go to the neighbor's house. I imagine they spent a lot of time at the neighbor's house. I mean, back then you only got one channel, and Howdy Doody was hard to meet. All right, the book of Revelation let's see, I'm going to go to the 21st chapter 21. And by the way, I was talking a little bit ago about over here in 2 Peter. I'm going to read you something in 2 Peter that God's going to bring to pass. And I tell you, I don't know about you, but it boggles my mind the things that God is in control of. I know that they say a light, it takes light, it travels something like 7,000 feet a second. Light, the speed of light, 7,000 feet or so a second. We got things out here in outer space that God said out there, and there's so many light years away. That means the distance it would take light to travel in a year's time. Now, things like that boggles my mind. The greatest telescopes that mankind can come up with can't see as far to where it can't see nothing. They steal something there. And God is, if they could get through everything that God had created, they'd find God.
Yeah.
But they can't. The humans, as much brain power as God, intelligence that God has given to some people, they still can't find God. They said when they went on the moon that time, of course they still people said they didn't go. I don't know if they did or not, I wasn't with them. But I think they did. And that Russian come back on the Sputnik or whatever it was. He come back and he said, Yeah, we traveled all that distance, and we didn't see God nowhere. That American said, oh yeah, I seen him everywhere. Everywhere. It's where he is. You gotta look for him. You gotta look for God in everything, and whatever it is that troubles your soul and the storm that comes in your life, you have to realize in your heart of all hearts that God, that didn't take God by surprise. Your life, there ain't no accidents in your life. God knows everything's going to happen to you. From the moment you was conceived in your mother's womb, God knew you. Yep. From the time he put that spirit in that womb, he knew you. I mean that human spirit. And so I mean, it would bog your mind just to think about things like that. And I do think about that. Might be the reason I can't sleep. I do think about I get things like that on my mind. Now I'm going to read to you here. Now, I'm going to read to you in 2 Peter, and now I'll talk a little bit about Revelation. He says, in 2 Peter chapter 3, he says, this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. Preacher can't get up there and tell you nothing new, because you already, you know what I mean? All I can do is bring back your remembrance things you already know. If you're a Christian, you already know them, but I can remind you of them. That's all I can do. That you may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets. He's talking about the Old Testament prophets. And of the commandment of us, that's the New Testament prophet, of us the apostles of the Lord and Savior. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust. How many people have you heard say, oh, I've heard that all my life. They ain't nothing happened yet. I've heard that all my life. Ain't nothing to that. You know what I mean? I've had them tell me, well, when you die, there's nothing. You're gone. It's just blackness forever, nothing. You're gone. I told no boy down at Lois Compton's house one night, we was sitting on the back porch, and then Lois was, I had my Bible open, and he said, you don't believe that? You don't believe that book, do you? It's her nephew. I said, yes, sir. I said, I'm going to tell you something. I believe it's so strong sometimes I can't sleep, because I got people that don't believe it. Yeah, I believe it. And he said, oh, I said, no. He said, that's just written by men. It's changed hands many times. It's been changed many times. I said, do you think an almighty God that could set this world in motion and create everything that's ever been created ain't got enough power to protect his book? I said, this old King James Bible is the one God has protected all the time. They've tried to change it. They've changed the words. They've changed the meaning. They've tried to change everything. But God does not change. Amen. And God said his word is forever settled in heaven. So I'm going to take this old King James Version and cling on to it like it's glue, buddy, until the breath leaves this old body. Because I know it'll carry me through. And anyway, he said, I told little boy, I said, listen, son, I said, are you a rich man? He said, no. I said, why? I ain't. If I believed like you do, and there was no retribution, and I didn't have to pay for nothing after I died, I'd take me one of my pistols, and I'd go down to the First National Bank, or whatever bank I wanted. I'd clean them out. And if you get killed, you ain't lost nothing. And if you don't get killed, spend that money like it's going out of style. Well, you're still free. So anyway, he said, well, you might be right. I said, you're on the right trail now. Yeah, I might be right. I am right. And it comes to that. But anyway, he said, and they'll be saying, in verse 4, they'll be saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning. That's what people say. Oh, heard it all my life. It doesn't like that. For this they willingly, that's like I mentioned a while ago, willingly are ignorant. Because, well, he goes on to tell them, because this world was changed. This world once was destroyed by water, but you people will not see it. You think it's an old fable or an old wives' tale or something. But God destroyed this earth, and He destroyed it for a reason. Because people turned their backs on God, a whole lot like they've done today. People have, even churches, Jesus ain't welcome in most churches, or a lot of churches, I'll say, not most, thank God, I hope. But in a lot of them, He's not welcome. He's most certainly not the leader, but Jesus Christ is the head of the church. My position is not the head of the church. I'm a servant to the church. Yeah. The preachers and the pastors and the teachers, we serve the church. And by that, we serve Him. That's our position. Man, I ain't some kind of, Paul told Timothy, said, accept the position God has put you in, but not lording it over God's heritage, because pastors back then was doing it too. They'll say, it's my way or the highway. Now that's nonsense. Brother, I'm up here to serve this church. If I can't serve this church, I'll take my Bible, I'll go to the house, and get me a fishing pole, and I'll go fishing on Sunday morning. Amen. Praise God. I won't get up here trying to boss a bunch of people that's smarter than I am. But anyway, Jesus Christ is the head of the church, and if He ain't the head of me, I got no business behind this pulpit. And neither is any other preacher. Anybody that get up and try to force some old heresies on His people ain't fit to be behind the pulpit no place.
Amen.
To get somebody to agree with them, and well, I've done told you, you get the wrong man behind the pulpit, in 10 minutes he can do more doggone harm than you can get straightened out in 5 years.
Amen.
I can make this Bible say anything in this world I want it to say, but it'll be out of context, and it'll be out of order, and it'll be way out of God's will. If I can't say something that's in God's will, and if I can't preach this gospel where it'll bring some kind of peace to somebody's heart, I'll quit.
I feel the exact same way.
I'd rather quit as to prove myself a loser. I've got to face God after a while. And I'm going to face Him for everything I ever said to His people. I am. And I want it to be right. There's been times I had to go back and apologize. There's been times I've been wrong. I make mistakes. God don't, but I do. And I can't help sometimes for my opinion. I know God's not interested in my opinion. Opinions is like elbows. About everybody got a couple of them. But it has to come out sometime. I mean, the real person is whatever I think is going to come out sometime. So, well, whatever. I just don't want to hurt somebody. A lot of times I'll pray before I get up. Lord, I'll say, Lord, if I can't help, don't let me hurt. That's divine.
That's what we all need to do.
Especially young Christians. They got a soft heart. You can turn that heart up. They can get too much confidence in a preacher and believe everything he says. And you can't do that. And they ain't none of them got God in no box pushing buttons making him move. I'm telling you that. None of them. We depend completely on Him. We're dependent on a broken can, a broken stick. Jesus said, when you come out, talking to them Pharisees, said, when you come to see John the Baptist, did you come to see a reed shaking in the wind? What he was talking about was, did you come to see somebody that moves whichever way the public opinion blows them? If you did, you went out to see the wrong man. Old John stood up there and looked out over that bunch of people coming to be baptized. And he said, you bunch of snakes. Yeah. You let some television preacher say that and see how long he stays on the aisle. He said, you bunch of vipers, who warned you to flee the wrath to come? They come down to be baptized. It was a new thing for them. They thought that was going to get them in, and by the way, they had to be baptized. You and I don't, but they did. We got to be baptized by the Holy Spirit, but we don't have to be baptized in water. All right. But, beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years. That's why I said a minute ago, when it talks about the day of the Lord, it's taken in a very long period of time, and it starts when the tribulation hits. That's the day of the Lord, when He begins to take vengeance upon the lost and the dying, Christ-rejecting world. That's when the day of the Lord comes. That's why it comes as a thief in the night. But during that day of the Lord, he raptures the church out.